Hello, this is William from YouTube, and today's topic is entitled, How did the bad tenant CP use a beta male chimpanzee to beat me? Now, this story all starts off a couple years ago. One of the house managers at one of the locations said that they have a new tenant that wants to see the room and move in and get me to fill out the paperwork so that she can have the government pay for her rent. Now in New York they have housing vouchers, and these housing vouchers, the landlord fills them out, and the housing vouchers pays for the tenant's rent, and it also pays for security deposit. So that's why I like New York so much, is that the money doesn't go to the tenant's hand, it goes directly to the landlord. Now it is a set amount, so you can't be greedy and just put any number down, but it's a reasonable number. For the federally run amount, it tells you what they're going to pay, and anything above that you'd like to collect, you would have to collect that amount from the tenant. And see, with me being quarantined and here in Canada, I can still collect rent from people in New York because it comes in rent checks and it gets deposited into my bank account every month. So I don't have to cross the border daily to chase after tenants that are paying in cash. So a lot of people ask me that question, how am I still running my business? It's because I set it up in a way where the government directly deposits all the rent checks. So I favor most of my properties to be in New York. Otherwise, if my properties were in Cleveland, then it would have to be cash. It will be direct deposits or e-transfers, but I have other reliable workers over there that take care of that part. But anyways, back to the story. Y'all want to know how I got beaten up, so let's get right to the story. So the house manager just threw a party that Friday night, and obviously there's tons of people still there. I come in the morning because I'm getting ready to show the room, want to make sure it's clean, make sure there's nothing left behind. So I come in and I see all these people laying around because they just had a party, and I knock on the house manager's door and I say, I'm here to show the room, man. You really trashed this place up with your party. Now what am I supposed to do? The girl come in and she wants to see the room, and you know what he said? He said, oh, well, the girl's already here. She's been here all night. She's right over there. He pointed to some girl laying on the couch. She got like cotton balls in her nose, which later I found out that, when you're sniffing a lot, your nose be running all day. So that's why they have those cotton balls in their nose. So, well, doesn't matter to me. The rent is getting paid from the government, so it's not like I have to worry about my money getting disappearing in a dope house. So, but anyways, don't want to go any further than that. So we went over there and we woke her up. We had to shake her up, and she said, you're short. I thought the landlord of the phone was a tall white guy. I said, yeah, I know I'm short. And, I do sound like a white guy over the phone because, I'm running a business, so I can't sound like Pookie and Ray Ray down the street. See? So, we go in the room, and she said, yeah, I'll take the room. Here's my paperwork. I fill it out, and she's on her way. And I never thought anything about it. So, a couple weeks later, the government sends his rent check. I give her a call and say, we got the rent check. You go ahead, you can move on in. She moves in. All right, and everything's okay. A week later, the downstairs tenants are complaining that they keep hearing noise going up and down the steps all day and all night. And I said, look, all right, then let me go and talk to her. So I go over there and I tell her, the people downstairs are saying, the traffic you got going on, the visitors, this has to stop after 9 p.m. Whatever you got going on, your working hours are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And I had to put my foot down, and I thought that was it. So I left, and that was it. She said, okay. Another week later, I get the same complaint. So I go over there again, to put my foot down. And there's a guy there, the tenant is there, and then I guess she had a girlfriend there. And I told her the same thing, that this has to stop and all this craziness. And all of them, I don't know what happened then, but they were in a bad mood. The girl jumps out and she hits me right in the face, and I'm like, that's it. This is totally outrageous. You attacking me just because I'm trying to correct your behavior. I am going to call the police. And then now the guy's getting all mad, and he's saying, man, what are you doing that for? What you got to call police for, man? You don't need to call police over this. I said, this is outrageous, this type of behavior coming to attack me and trying to hit me and stuff. So now I turn around and I'm getting ready to leave, and the guy starts attacking me and knocks me. Got a couple punches in me, and I try to get outside, and the ambulance is outside, and once they put me in the stretcher, I said, you'll be hearing from my lawyers, Celino and Barnes, injuries attorney, call 888-8888. So they took me to ECMC, $1,000 cost for that ride for the ambulance to take me 5 minutes away from my property. And they stitched me up, and they did all the gauze and clean me up. That cost $2,300 in healthcare fees. And I said, wow, this is crazy. No wonder it's so expensive to live here in New York, man. The health, you got to pay so much for health. This would be free in Canada. So I got out. I said, I went back to the apartment. I called and texted all the tenants and tried to find out who are those people that were upstairs with that tenant. I already had the tenant's first and last name. So what I was trying to do is I wanted to do a police report, but I needed to find out who that other guy was. So I told everybody, and look who reaches out to me. The ex-girlfriend who, a few months earlier, I banged her a few times. So she gave me the information of the guy, the name, first and last name, and a picture of him, and I said, yeah, that's him. So, to return my gratitude, I took her out to McDonald's, make sure that she feels, my appreciation for helping me out, give her the supersized fries, supersize her drinks, get extra McDouble, extra pancakes, make sure, I made her feel comfortable and made her happy for helping me out. Now that I had all the information that I needed to, I went to the police station and handed them all the information. And did you know the guy was on probation? And see that right there? The guy had nothing to do with the situation, but because he was a beta male, sympathies, and he wanted to do some monkey double backflips to impress this girl that he just met, that he was going to go ahead and try and start attacking me and beating me up so he can show off to his girl that, I got you, sis. That's crazy that he can talk to you like that, so disrespectful, yo. I said, so then that was great news, because when you're on probation parole, you're not even supposed to do no violent acts, because they will send you back to jail. So I met up with the investigator at the police station, gave him all the information, first and last name, the pictures, a recording that I had during the time when I was attacked, and a recording of him, bad mouthing me. So then it was all identified. So that's why you make sure when you have your phone and anything starts going wrong, just press record, click, and just leave it on. They don't even know that it's on. And you just act like you're looking around, and act like you've got on speakerphone so you can record all his pictures. Just do that all sneaky. So then later on you can use that as evidence. So, a couple weeks later I get a phone call from the probation officer saying that we got the guy. We want you to come in and testify, and then we also want you to go to the court case. And I went to the court case, and there he was, beta male, sympathies. I thought he was a tough guy. Now he's saying yes sir, yes ma'am to the judge of all the judgment. I had all my receipts, all my videos, See, I had the last laugh. See, I was laughing all day because the reason why I had the last laugh is because when they took him back to jail, and he went to jail for a year, that same night, did you know that girl was on another guy's dick? He did all of that, fight for some girl. He went to jail, and she went home to another guy's dick. And I said, that's crazy, man. He did all of that, thinking he was trying to show off, and got nothing to return. So that's why y'all need to stop fighting other people's problems. Y'all need to start, watching out what's going on. Pay attention. And if you know you're on probation, parole, stop acting crazy. And lastly, don't do drugs. This is a message from Willie, and I approve this message. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below. That's all I gotta say for this video. Make sure you do all of this because it's free to do it because Jesus paid it all. And I'm out.